My children, my brothers, and my sisters.
We are not saying Peter Obi is a good candidate, but we know what Jonathan did in Bayelsa.
Yes, you have asked me to come and contest the next elections.
Let it be clearly stated, no individual, regardless of his stature or influence, is above the law or the Constitution of African Democratic Congress, as long as he is a card-carrying member of the party. Gentlemen of the press, African Democratic Congress is built on discipline, justice, and supremacy of law.
But I've heard you, and I'll consult widely.
In view of the foregoing, and after executive consultation, the leadership of the ADC in Adamawa State hereby announces the immediate suspension.
Don't you feel the weight on your shoulder to accede the request of these Nigerians to contest for the presidency of 2027 again?
Executive consultations with the founding members, coordinators across Nigeria and the diaspora, and key stakeholders of this movement. We have reached a decisive resolution in the...
We will go haywire. Nigerian youth will go haywire to ensure that GOODLUCK Jonathan contests.
Meaning that they are all expelled and remain expelled from the movement as leaders and members respectively.
Hello guys, welcome back to Chaka Film. There's now a new pattern that the government and the Tinubu and the APC have deployed against Peter Obi. In this pattern, there is a new video that is trending online now of a group of people who call themselves Obidient Movement. And they came out, made a press conference with a lot of TV stations that they have expelled Peter Obi away from the Obidient Movement. That every structured, they've laid down in all 36 states, including Abuja, they have collapsed there and expelled everybody associated with Peter Obi. But in this video, one thing stands out and which a lot of people are not talking about. And that is the part we will be focusing in this video. And for those of you who haven't watched the video, I will play this video next. But for those of you who have watched it, please exercise patience because there is part where many people ignore, and I want you also to watch it again with a keen attention and watching the surrounding in this video. If you observe anything, please guys, drop it on the comment section below before I come back to explain what I'm talking about. So let's watch the video. Then before we do that guys, if you are new to my channel, click on the subscribe button, click on the bell icon so that whenever I drop a new video, you will be the first to be notified. Thank you very much. So let's watch this video now.
Executive consultations with the founding members, coordinators across Nigeria and the diaspora, and key stakeholders of this movement. We have reached a decisive resolution in the interest of justice, order, and organizational discipline. This is a breaking development, effective immediately. The Obidient Movement worldwide, under its new structured leadership, hereby announced the dissolution of all previously constituted leadership structures that emerged outside the authority of the founding framework of this movement. Furthermore, in line with our commitment to accountability, transparency, and operational and organizational integrity, we hereby declare that all individuals who assume leadership positions or acted on behalf of the movement without the consent of its original founders are no more recognized in any capacity. In this regard, the movement formally withdraws recognition and membership status from the following individuals. Meaning that they are all expelled and remain expelled from the movement as leaders and members respectively. And number one on the list is the former Labour Party presidential candidate Mr. Peter Obi and Yunusa Tanko, who is holding sway right now. When it comes to online, comes to press conference and everything, should be in charge. And we called on all members across the 774 local government areas in Nigeria. After the 2023 elections, we believed the original vision and founding ideas of this movement were no longer being adequately represented by those who assumed control of it.
So tell me guys, what did you guys observe? And what I'm about to say now is that if you look at this video, this group of people say that they are the Obidient Movement. Even they wrote it on the wall behind them, Obidient. But the difference is that, or the most obvious part of it is that Obidient is different from obedient. And another thing is that the Obidient, we all know, does not have any state leader or structural leader or local government leader. The Obidient, we all know, the Obidient movement that everybody follows only answers to Peter. They don't. It is structureless. It is organic. You don't need to be under any sub leader to be able to identify yourself as obedient. You don't have to meet with any meeting. Your obedient is personal. It is not a group thing. It is not a meeting or a fellowship thing. It is personal. It is something that comes out naturally from people who call themselves obedient. And that is the reason you have to be so very conscious with everything you consume henceforth regarding politics, because there is always two sides to the coin. They will give you the surface, but behind it is totally different. It is facade. What you see is not what is behind. That's what you hear it say obedient. They'll say obedient, but if you look what they wrote there, you might even kind of not look after that, because we're just trying to concentrate on what they are saying. But the thing is that OB is OBR, dient. Theirs is OBE, obedient. Totally different. And the matter gets worse. And this is another group also, who came out also that they don't want Peter Obi, that Peter Obi is good, but this time they need GOODLUCK Jonathan, the former governor, the former president of Nigeria, to come out and contest. They don't need Peter Obi. I'm not kidding you guys. And this is the group. I want you guys to watch. There's still another part to watch. Let's watch this video, then we'll come back to explain much better.
We are not saying Peter Obi is a good candidate, but we know what Jonathan did in Bayelsa during his days as governor. We know what he did as president. GOODLUCK Jonathan has been tested, and we trust him.
Yes, sir.
We trust GOODLUCK Jonathan.
Yes, sir.
They have been tested and trusted, so we don't want to make mistakes. That's why we're going for Jonathan. Peter Obi is a good candidate, but Jonathan is the best candidate at the moment. We will go haywire. Nigerian youth will go haywire to ensure that GOODLUCK Jonathan contests. He doesn't own himself. We Nigerian youth own him. He's our father, and he must contest. GOODLUCK Jonathan, you must contest. GOODLUCK Jonathan, you must contest. Concerning the level of insecurity in the country, hardship, fuel pump price, and others that has affected Nigerians. Following this level of hardship, we Nigerian youths have seen enough, and today we are calling on Nigerians. We are calling on every woman in Nigeria to please join us in the call of calling our former President GOODLUCK Jonathan, to come and salvage Nigeria from this hardship by running for presidency. Because we believe that GOODLUCK Jonathan regime, his administration, was far better than what we are seeing today in Nigeria. Fuel pump price, very high. food, very expensive. Everything that has to do with the economy is affecting Nigerians adversely. So today we are calling on Nigerians to please join us in the call that GOODLUCK Jonathan must, as a matter of national urgency, must come out and run for the 2027 presidency so that Nigerians will have a breath of fresh air. Please, our dear leader, GOODLUCK Jonathan, wherever you are hearing us from, Nigerian youths are crying. We are beckoning on you to please come and salvage this country. You have to come on a rescue mission to help Nigerians breathe. We are no longer breathing, we are dying in this country. Insecurity has taken the center stage in this country. No food, no water, no lights. For the past 3 years, we were promised constant electricity. We have not seen even 1/4 of it. So we are calling on GOODLUCK Jonathan, the president, the former president of Nigeria, to please come and salvage the situation of this country, because we believe that he has what it takes to make Nigeria.
One thing I take away from this video is that it is better to know your enemy. You know, say, okay, this is my enemy, this is somebody I contest with, than to be faced with somebody who have a two-face. Not the two-face that sing music, but you know, some people who say they are this, but behind you they are somebody, they are something else. That is the kind of people, these people, they are green snake under the green grass. They know what they are doing, because bringing Jonathan out to contest, maybe under ADC or primary in NDC, will be a disgrace to Jonathan. If Jonathan contests under any other party, not NDC, it will be so very good to the APC, because this time they are doing divide and conquer. You divide the votes that will be coming from the south, southeast, also from maybe southwest. Then APC, Tinubu will definitely get many votes from the southwest. So, but then the southeast and the south vote has already been diluted, and that is bad for Peter Obi. But on the other side, if Jonathan is to contest primary under NDC, I bet you it will not end well for former President GOODLUCK Jonathan. Now, I haven't said this. You will think that as an elder statesman who have tested power, who have been so dormant all these past years, even when Nigeria were passing through difficulties, he never said anything. You will say, okay, as an elder statesman, he will handle these people, or these people who are agitating for him to contest, very well. But his reply is what really baffles me. I want us to watch this video of him talking to the group of people.
My children, my brothers, and my sisters, first and foremost, let me welcome you to my office in Abuja here, and thank you for showing interest in your country. If you have no interest in the country, you will not bother to be here. So I can say that you are showing signs of being patriotic Nigerians. And I will encourage you to continue to be patriotic to the country. It's only patriotic citizens that build their nations. Unpatriotic citizens will destroy their nation, take the money to anywhere to enjoy their life. So you must be patriotic. And things are very, very clear. The key thing we need in this country is peace. So as young people, because most of you here, more than 80% of you are very young people. I don't even know how old some of you were when I was the president. But the key thing is peace in this country, and you will continue to advocate for that. And you continue to advocate for peaceful and credible elections in the country. Because if we don't have peaceful and credible elections, most good citizens will not want to bother to get involved in politics. And as youth, will continue to advocate for that. It's very dear to us, peaceful elections. And indeed, you, as young people, must continue to be fully involved in the electoral processes, especially your right to vote. I've observed elections in about 14 or more African countries. Some have been there 2 times. And even Southeast Asia. Nigeria have the lowest turnout of elections in every election cycle. We have the highest voters apathy. And it shows as if people are not even interested in their elections. We have the worst, the least. I've never been to a country that has the low numbers we have, in terms of percentage of voters. I think INEC need to do something about it, need to study it, get consultants to look at it, and what is the cause, and do something. As young people, you must be involved in the electoral process. If I ask how many of you have your voters' cards now, probably 50% of you don't even have voters' cards. And you're asking me to go and contest the election. So you must be patriotic, you must participate in the electoral process. Yes, you have asked me to come and contest the next elections. Presidential race is not a computer game. But I've heard you, and I'll consult widely. But the most important thing is in Nigeria that the young people will have hope. In Nigeria that will plan for our grandchildren. These countries, people travel abroad to go and enjoy. These things don't happen overnight. Leaders after leaders plan for the grandchildren and build their country. So every year you see things being added and added until they are in this kind of semi-paradise world they enjoy. The Japa syndrome in Nigeria has to stop. The highest level of disdain shown to Nigerian youths abroad has to stop. Even African countries that we help, African countries that even when we are students, parts of our scholarship monies we are contributing to solve problems in those countries, are treating Nigerians as if we are all a bunch of idiots and criminals, because probably we leaders have not been able to build our country, give hope to our young people, and even attract others to come here and work. This is the task that face all Nigerian leaders. These things could be done by any other person, may not necessarily be Jonathan. But I've heard you. I will consult, and probably, of course, the race is getting close.
Your Excellency,
yes.
For many Nigerians within their early 20s and below, it sounds like music to their ears that Nigeria was once the largest economy under your watch. Don't you feel the weight on your shoulder to accede the request of these Nigerians to contest for the presidency of 2027 again?
I thank you. I've heard them, just like I said. You must have heard me. I said that contesting presidency is not a computer game. I have heard from the young people. I will consult. I cannot just wake up and say I want to be the president of Nigeria again. But I'm telling you that I will consult. If there's need to, fine, I will. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Mike. So, my children, my brothers, my sisters, thank you so much. God bless. Thank you.
If you see from this video of him talking, I think he is even excited. He feels the excitement begin to enter his head, and somebody will say, he had become so big, he had become the big. Because how could you say you want to consult with people? Maybe let us give the benefit of that maybe it's just to kind of not let the opposition know what is going to happen next, so that they will not know how to arrange their workings or their wuru. But if not the way I'm seeing him there, I think he is enjoying it. He liked that spot, that spotlight on him. I think he's liking it and he's enjoying it, and he might want to really contest. And if he does that, the little respect that he has will be gone. If you come out under other political party, it will be bad for Peter Obi. That is truth. You can't take that away. It will be very, 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 very devastating to the Obidient Movement or to the NDC. But if it comes out, say, okay, we want to contest primary under NDC, I think it will be disgrace because I believe he will never win it. He will never, because GOODLUCK Jonathan does not have the organic follower, does not have the followers that Peter Obi has. Then no, Peter Obi, people that follows him, they are doing it out of joy. You see, when somebody you are doing, you are kind of feeling happy while supporting somebody. It is so very organic that nobody will tell you, say, Peter Obi, they paid them to support him. Nobody. So, Jonathan doesn't have that kind of cult followers that Peter Obi has. And that is the reason it would be so very bad for him to contest in this forthcoming general election. He should just sit there. Don't let him be the second Atiku, who will want to contest in all political party, every general election. Talking of the Atiku, there's this video also which is going on now that Atiku has now been finally expelled from the ADC political party in Adamawa state, which is he's from Adamawa. His smallest unit before the national is from Adamawa. So if he can be expelled from the state chapter of the party, that means he's no longer a member of the ADC political party. Any election he contests is illegal if that state. That is how it is now. That is the video if you haven't watched it.
Let it be clearly stated, no individual, regardless of his status or influence, is above the law or the Constitution of African Democratic Congress, as long as he is a card-carrying member of the party. Gentlemen of the press, African Democratic Congress is built on discipline, justice, and supremacy of law. In view of the foregoing and after executive consultation, the leadership of the ADC in Adamawa State hereby announces the immediate suspension of the following individuals from the party. 1. Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, Waziri Adamawa. Engineer David Baba Lawal, Vice Chairman Northeast. Barrister Sadiq Ibrahim Dasim, Transition Committee Chairman. Those individuals are suspended for their roles in fostering disunity, creating parallel structure.
So now, my advice to people is that whatever you watch from henceforth that will come out and say Peter Obi does this, Peter Obi do this, know that their aim is not really to really prove what they are saying. Their aim is to kind of grow that feelings into us that Peter Obi might not win this general election because he has a lot of problems. That is what they are trying to build into us, to the masses. And with that, you believe, okay, the Tinubu already won because they have all the machineries and everything. And that alone will cause a lot of voters apathy. And that benefits not Peter Obi, not us, not the common people selling, common men, not the mama or papa where they sell something from the street, but it will benefit Tinubu and his cronies. That is where we are going. So, you guys should be mindful of what you consume and don't take everything words that come from the APC, because there is always two sides to the coin. And that is where I will leave you guys today. But before I leave you guys, I will be leaving you guys with Fayose, former governor of Ekiti State, Fayose, in this video where you call Peter Obi hero. And you will know why people are afraid of Peter Obi. So, if you are new to my channel, please guys, hit that subscribe button, click on the bell icon so that whenever I drop a new video, you will be notified, and also it will also encourage us to do much better. Thank you guys. We'll see you again. Bye-bye.
Obi is the hero of this election. Obi is the only candidate without a pattern. All of us politicians took Obi for granted. We became a scavenger. Took everybody, everywhere by storm. Retired politicians. Obi, I told you that time, Obi, very serious cancer. Cancer stage 4. He has finished both liver, kidney, heart of PDP now. Before now, he's stopping APC too, but he has shot both the eyes, the nose, everybody, everywhere in PDP.
All the vital organs.
If there's any organ left, it's carcass. Let me tell you, if PDP is not careful, sir, everybody inside PDP may end up in Obi's party.
Did you expect this level?
I don't expect.
Did you expect this level
I
of
am even
hemorrhage?
afraid, as I am. Obi here, Obi there, Obi there, Obi. I was confused.
Another perspective,
Wait,
had been. I just wanted to push this across.
Let me run that
all
one.
right, okay, you first. You first.
You want Nigerians to hear me now? Let me talk.
You first, please.
Let me tell you something. The only problem that may deny Obi this presidency is the spread. Today, everybody has known what Obi is made up of. Peter Obi is the new brand. Is the new brand. The only thing Peter Obi, this journey started too late. He couldn't penetrate into the north. The only challenge Peter Obi will have is the spread of a 25% in 25 states. That's all. Whoever wins this election, if he does not carry this Peter Obi along, will be in trouble. The government won't stand the test of time. Peter Obi is an institution now. Obi has changed the pattern, the reasoning of every Nigerian. Like I told you, the only thing that would deprive, that they may deprive Obi this election is the spread. Anybody say Obi does not matter today is wasting his time. But whoever becomes the president of Nigeria as a result of this coalition going on should not ignore Obi. If you ignore Obi, you ignore Obi at your own peril. Anybody who becomes president of Nigeria and does not give a right of place, I'm not saying an appointment, for Peter Obi, Peter Obi will remove that person from office in another election. Mark my words.
So are you saying this same wave?
This same wave will not stop.
Can be repeated.
This same wave, this Peter Obi, the people supporting him, the Peter Obi that I know, after this general election, they will continue.
Even though the next cycle of elections is in 4 years.
I'm telling you, my final message to Nigerians, don't go and die for any politician. Don't die for us. We are not worth dying for. Obi don't even give people money.
Doesn't give shishi.
Shishi. They love